They operated in shadows, confident you'd remain clueless about their true intentions. Their arrogance blinded them to your perceptiveness, and now you've uncovered every last one of their schemes. These serpents truly believed you'd remain oblivious forever. Their arrogance blinded them to your spiritual senses, convinced you'd remain trapped in their elaborate maze of deception. They underestimated you catastrophically. The audacity of these energies, smiling directly into your face while the knife twisted behind your back. They plotted your downfall with meticulous precision, mapping out exactly how they'd dismantle everything you've built. They created entire strategies around destroying your peace, your joy, your confidence, your connections. Nothing was off limits. This was organized. This wasn't random negativity. This was a coordinated spiritual attack aimed directly at your light. They saw what you carry within you. The power, the potential, the purpose, and it terrified them. So they moved to extinguish it before you fully realized what you possess. These energies masqueraded as your supporters while loathing the very essence of your being. Their jealousy festered beneath carefully crafted facades of friendship, mentorship, even love. They constructed an entire false identity designed specifically to gain your trust. Their performance was masterful. They studied you, learned your weaknesses, discovered exactly what you needed to hear. Then they became exactly that, the perfect, supportive figure, the spiritual guide, the loyal companion, all while despising the light you naturally emanate. They positioned themselves as spiritually evolved, dispensing wisdom and guidance from their self-created pedestals. Their spiritual superiority became the perfect smokescreen for their true intentions. Who would suspect someone speaking such enlightened words of harboring such darkness? But then, you started noticing those tiny fractures in their performance. They never expected your spiritual discernment to activate so powerfully, never anticipated your ability to sense energetic dishonesty beneath polished presentations. They completely underestimated your capacity to see through their manipulation. That was their first catastrophic mistake. Their methods of destruction were surgically precise. They identified your deepest insecurities and aimed their weapons directly at those vulnerable points. The criticism came relentlessly, subtle at first, then increasingly blatant, each word carefully chosen to cause maximum damage to your sense of self. They launched a full-scale assault on your confidence, your creativity, your connections, your credibility. Nothing was sacred. They twisted your words, reframed your intentions, planted seeds of doubt in your mind about your own worth. Their goal, total spiritual demolition. But something extraordinary happened instead. Deep within your spiritual core, an ancient knowing awakened. Like a dormant defense system suddenly powering up, your divine discernment surged to life. The fog began to clear from your perception. Suddenly, their energy felt wrong, discordantly, jarring against the truth you carry within. Your intuition blared like a cosmic alarm system, alerting you to the danger hiding behind friendly faces. What once seemed like isolated incidents now revealed themselves as connected points in a deliberate pattern. You began connecting dots they never imagined you could see. Conversations replayed in your mind with new clarity. Past situations revealed their true nature under your heightened awareness. The puzzle pieces snapped together, forming a picture they desperately tried to keep hidden from you. Your spiritual sight penetrated their deception completely, seeing through every layer of falsehood straight to the core of their intentions. This spontaneous activation of your higher perception shocked them entirely. They never anticipated your ability to access this level of spiritual clarity. As your perception cleared, you discovered the elaborate hierarchy they'd constructed around destroying you. They created an entire ecosystem of negativity with you at its center. The manipulator at the top orchestrated everything, recruiting others to participate in your takedown. The system operated on toxic loyalty. Allegiance to the central figure required demonstrating hostility toward you. Those seeking approval quickly learned the fastest route to acceptance was criticizing you, undermining you, reporting back information that could be weaponized against you. This cult-like environment rewarded betrayal and punished genuine connection. Anyone who spoke positively about you faced immediate correction, subtle threats, eventual exclusion. The pressure to conform was immense. Join the campaign against you or be ostracized from the group. You recognized the profound truth. This was never actually about you. This was about control, about one energy desperately clutching power over others, using you as the convenient target, the common enemy, the unifying focus that kept attention away from their own darkness. The revelation hit with crushing force. People you genuinely cared for had sacrificed their authentic connection with you to please this manipulator. They betrayed their own knowing, suppressed their own positive experiences with you, compromised their integrity, all for approval from someone who offered nothing but illusions. These manipulators embarked on a perilous game without understanding the cosmic forces they triggered. They took massive risks against your divine protection, completely unaware of the invisible shield surrounding your spirit, your purpose, your path. Their attempts at spiritual warfare violated universal laws they clearly didn't comprehend. Every attack they launched against you created a corresponding debt in the cosmic ledger. Every destructive intention they directed your way accrued spiritual interest that would eventually come due. They used others as human shields, as pawns, maintaining an illusion of innocence while directing these energies to carry out their destructive agenda. The manipulators remained in the shadows while others executed their plans, a cowardly strategy, designed to keep their own hands appearing clean. Their fatal miscalculation, assuming they could violate cosmic law without consequences. They truly believed they could interfere with the divinely protected spirit without repercussion. This profound arrogance revealed their complete disconnection from universal truth and spiritual reality. This wasn't merely interpersonal conflict. This was a direct challenge to divine order. The manipulators positioned themselves against forces infinitely more powerful than themselves, never recognizing the danger of their actions or the protection surrounding you. Chosen ones, something in your DNA changed the moment you said no to the system. The moment you stopped following the herd, stopped consuming their poisons, stopped thinking like a slave trapped in a rigged game, everything shifted. Your bloodline felt it, your ancestors felt it. You became the mutation archons feared for. Centuries. While the world numbs itself with distraction, you've been waking up, cell by cell, thought by thought, dimension by dimension. Inside the obsidian inner order, we are mapping this evolution together. We are building the real God code, not through dogma, but through ancient breathwork, sacred energy practices, psychic training, and pure cosmic download. The more we connect, the more the old world falls apart. The archons are losing grip because you were never meant to fit into their design. Every week, we meet in real time on live group calls where chosen ones reveal what's happening on the ground and in the higher realms. These aren't just discussions, they are activations. Behind the scenes, our private Discord stays lit, with channelings, revelations, and sacred codes passed between those who remember Atlantis, Lemuria, and the lifetimes before this one. You will also receive the modern manifestation mechanics, a field manual not for manifesting trinkets, but for reconstructing reality itself. This book is encoded, It only works for those whose DNA has already begun to awaken. If you're feeling the resonance now, that's not coincidence. It's a frequency lock. The order is alive, it's growing, and the real ones are already inside. Click the link in the description below and step into the collective mutation. Then it happened. The cosmic shift, the divine intervention, the tower moment that changed everything. Their entire carefully constructed plan collapsed with breathtaking speed and force. What took months or years to build crumbled in an instant. The revelation came like lightning, illuminating everything that had been hidden in darkness. Everything they tried to conceal suddenly exposed to the light. Their manipulations, their lies, their true intentions, all laid bare for examination. No more shadows to hide within. The very people they'd manipulated into turning against you began seeing the truth. Eyes opened. Clarity dawned. The spell broke. Suddenly, those who'd been enlisted in their campaign against you began questioning the narrative they'd been fed, recognizing the distortions, identifying the manipulation. Their house of cards is now tumbling down with spectacular force. Each deception exposed creates a chain reaction, revealing 10 more lies beneath it. The foundation of their power, secrecy and manipulation has been shattered beyond repair. There is no rebuilding from this destruction. Now look at them. Those who plotted your destruction are gripped by unrelenting panic. Anxiety courses through their system like electricity. Sleep eludes them completely as they lie awake, calculating the damage, anticipating the next revelation, fearing what tomorrow will bring. Their carefully crafted reputation dissolves more with each passing day as others discover their true nature. The mask has not merely slipped, it has been ripped away entirely, revealing what lurks beneath. Those who once admired them now regard them with suspicion, with disgust, with growing clarity. The physical manifestations of their spiritual transgressions have begun. Notice the fatigue etched into their features, the stress-induced ailments, the mysterious health challenges emerging from seemingly nowhere. Their bodies reflect the chaos. In their spirit, the universe ensures no aspect of their being remains untouched by the consequences of their actions. The control they once wielded with such confidence is slipping through their fingers like water. Each attempt to regain their position, to re-establish their narrative, to reclaim their influence, fails more spectacularly than the last. Their desperate scrambling only accelerates their exposure. Witness now the cosmic symmetry unfolding before you. The misery they meticulously planned for your life has become their daily reality. Every painful scenario they imagined for you is manifesting in their own experience with perfect poetic justice. The arrogance that fueled their campaign has transformed into desperate humility. Those who refused to listen now beg to be heard. Those who showed no mercy now plead for compassion. Those who gave no second chances now desperately seek another opportunity. Who's begging now? Look at them carefully. The very ones who plotted to see you on your knees now find themselves in that exact position. The reversal is so complete, so precise, it could only be orchestrated by divine forces enacting perfect universal law. They never anticipated standing in the exact spot they designed for you. Never imagined experiencing the pain they so carefully crafted for your spirit. The shock of this role reversal has shattered their perception completely, forcing a reckoning with the consequences of their actions. While they plotted your downfall, something miraculous was happening within you. You were being refined by fire. Each attack strengthened your resilience. Each betrayal deepened your discernment. Each painful revelation clarified your vision. You weren't being destroyed. You were being transformed. Now look at you, glowing with authentic power, growing beyond limitations they tried to impose, flourishing in ways that defy every negative prophecy they spoke over your life. Your expansion terrifies them because it confirms their complete failure to diminish your light. The achievements manifesting in your life shock everyone, especially those who invested so heavily in your destruction. Doors opening that seemed permanently closed, opportunities appearing from unexpected directions, resources flowing precisely when needed, connections forming with astonishing synchronicity. Your success stands as the ultimate evidence of your divine protection. No amount of interference could divert you from your destined path. The very attacks meant to destroy you became the pressure that transformed coal into diamonds within your spirit. Now they find themselves in a position they never anticipated, missing your energy, your presence, your essence in their lives. The very light they tried to extinguish now leaves a palpable darkness in its absence. They feel the void created by your removal from their experience. From a distance, they watch you, thriving without them, moving forward, creating success, building connections, experiencing joy, all without their presence, their input, their validation. This reality shakes them to their core, the undeniable proof that you never needed them. Regret consumes them as they fully comprehend what they've lost, what they've destroyed through their own actions. The connection they discarded so carelessly now appears irreplaceable. The value they failed to recognize now seems immeasurable. The loyalty they betrayed now proves impossible to find elsewhere. They long to approach you, to explain, to justify, to reconnect, but fear paralyzes them completely. They know exactly what they've done. They understand the magnitude of their betrayal. They recognize the damage they deliberately caused. And they suspect that your newfound clarity means you see them exactly as they are. This desperate longing for what they destroyed represents another dimension of their cosmic consequences. To acutely desire what they cannot have. To finally value what they deliberately damaged. To recognize the treasure only after discarding it by their own hand. The universe now ensures justice with perfect timing and precision. Every injustice you endured is being addressed in the cosmic courtroom where nothing escapes examination. The scales are rebalancing with divine accuracy, not through your effort, but through universal law. Your spiritual protection was always operating, even in moments when you felt most vulnerable. When it appeared they were succeeding, hidden forces were recording every transgression, preparing the perfect response, ensuring nothing would permanently damage your divine purpose. Their profound confusion about why their plans failed so completely stands as powerful proof of your blessing. Their inability to comprehend why their carefully constructed destruction didn't work reveals the supernatural intervention that preserved you. Their bewilderment is your confirmation. You were separated from these toxic energies because you're destined for greater purposes. The removal wasn't punishment, it was protection, not restriction, but redirection, not limitation, but liberation. The divine choreography moved you precisely where you needed to be. This vindication unfolds not just for your satisfaction, but as testimony to universal law. Your experience becomes a powerful declaration that light ultimately prevails over darkness, that truth eventually overcomes deception, that divine order ultimately restores what chaos attempts to destroy. This entire experience carries profound spiritual teachings that will serve you for lifetimes. The wisdom you've gained through this fire now becomes part of your spiritual DNA, transforming how you navigate every relationship, every connection, every interaction moving forward. Your discernment has been supernaturally sharpened. You now detect inauthentic energy immediately, recognizing the subtle signals your system previously overlooked. Your spiritual immune system has developed antibodies against manipulation that will protect you permanently from similar attacks. The boundaries you've established through this experience stand unshakable, No longer will you compromise your worth, your values, your truth to accommodate those who cannot honor your essence. The standards for who accesses your energy have been permanently elevated. You've witnessed firsthand the perfect operation of universal law, how every action creates a corresponding reaction, how energy always returns to its source, how divine timing ensures perfect justice. This lived experience of cosmic principles transforms abstract knowledge into bone-deep knowing. Perhaps most significantly, you've discovered the unshakable core of your own resilience. When everything external was designed to break you, something within you remained unbreakable. This recognition of your spiritual fortitude becomes a foundation you'll build upon for the rest of your life. Before you now extends a path radically different from anything you could have imagined before this experience. The illusions have been cleared away, creating space for authentic vision, direction, and movement. Each step forward occurs on solid ground, rather than the shifting sands of deception. Your energy has been recalibrated to a higher frequency that naturally repels lower vibrations. Without effort, you now attract connections that match your authentic resonance while automatically deflecting energies that seek to diminish or drain you. The magnetic field around your spirit has been completely reset. The purpose that emerges from this purification burns brighter than before. With distractions and diversions removed, your true direction stands in sharp focus. The mission you came to fulfill clarifies with each passing day as the fog of manipulation continues to dissipate from your field. Opportunities denied to you during the period of attack now appear with remarkable frequency and perfect alignment. Doors previously blocked by interfering energies swing open effortlessly. Resources previously diverted now flow directly to support your advancing purpose. Most importantly, your connection to divine guidance strengthens exponentially. The channel between your consciousness and higher wisdom has been cleared of interference, allowing for clearer reception, more precise direction, more powerful inspiration. The communion between your spirit and source intensifies daily. As this chapter closes, witness the final accounting taking place in realms both seen and unseen. Those who conspired against you now face the complete consequences of their actions. The universe ensures perfect balance, not through your vengeance, but through immutable cosmic law. Those who wanted you on your knees now find themselves in that exact position. Those who plotted your misery now experience their own carefully crafted torment. Those who attempted to manipulate your destiny now watch helplessly as their own lives spiral beyond their control. The spiritual technology they deployed against you has reversed its direction with flawless precision. Every curse returns to its origin. Every trap springs on its creator. Every weapon fashioned for your destruction now serves as the instrument of their own undoing. Their desperation grows as they recognize the inexorable nature of what they're experiencing. No amount of manipulation can divert these consequences. No clever strategy can outsmart universal justice. No apologetic gesture can erase the energetic debts they've accrued. While they reckon with these unavoidable consequences, you continue ascending, lighter without their interference, clearer without their deception, stronger without their energy draining your system. Their fall coincides precisely with your rise, creating perfect cosmic symmetry. Your light could not be extinguished. Despite their most determined efforts, their most elaborate strategies, their most vicious attacks, your essence remained fundamentally untouchable. They targeted you because of what you carry, the authenticity, the power, the potential that threatened their fragile constructs of control. Your natural radiance exposed their artificial light. Your genuine connection revealed their manipulative bonding. Your truth highlighted their deception. Their opposition confirms your significance. Their coordinated attacks verify the power of your purpose. Their desperate attempts to diminish you reveal how brightly your authentic light shines. Their fear of your influence demonstrates the potential of your impact. Who stands begging now? Those very energies that plotted to see you destitute and desperate. The cosmic wheels have turned with perfect precision, creating an exact reversal of the scenario they envisioned. Their current desperation mirrors precisely what they designed. For you, the spiritual dimensions recognize what's unfolding as the fulfillment of ancient agreements. Long before this earthly experience, your soul chose this path of purification through fire. You selected these precise challenges, knowing they would activate dormant spiritual coding within you. These manipulators unwittingly served as catalysts for your awakening. While believing themselves the architects of your destruction, they functioned as mere instruments in your spiritual activation. Every attack they launched triggered another level of your spiritual DNA to awaken. The cosmic irony remains magnificent. They served a purpose they never comprehended. While plotting against you, they actually accelerated your evolution, hastened your awakening, catalyzed your expansion. In attempting to dim your light, they provided the exact pressure needed to make it explode into greater brilliance. Your destiny contains dimensions beyond their limited perception. The journey you're embarking on transcends anything they could imagine from their contracted state of consciousness. The power you're stepping into exists in realms they cannot access in their current spiritual frequency. As you move forward in the fullness of your reclaimed power, carry this knowledge. You were protected when you couldn't protect yourself, guided when you couldn't see the path, strengthened when you felt weakest. The forces preserving your purpose proved infinitely more powerful than those attempting to destroy it. Your light wasn't just preserved, it was amplified through this experience. What they intended to extinguish now burns brighter than ever. Your divine vindication isn't merely about surviving their attacks. It's about emerging transformed, elevated, and unstoppable on the other side.